if you are looking for a high protein, a low calorie meal that's filling, flavorful, and perfect for meal prep, this one is a winner. It's packed with nutrients, makes a large batch, and keeps well in the fridge for at least a week. I started by soaking lima beans for about an hour. You can also use small ones if that's what you have. They are surprisingly high in protein, around 8 grams per 100 calories. Sure, animal protein is more efficient for muscle, but plant protein still adds bulk and keeps you full longer. After soaking, the beans are plumper and have absorbed a good amount of water. Now add bay leaves, a few allspice berries, salt, and more water. Then bring it to a boil. I'm simmering this uncovered over low heat until they're close to done. Not quite soft yet, probably about 30 to 45 minutes away from being fully cooked. And here's what I'm using for the flavor base. 1 large onion, San Marzano canned tomatoes, garlic, Andouille sausage. This one is lower calorie version but super flavorful. And 1 pound of pork tenderloin. And the key spice here, marjoram. It's traditional in Polish cooking and helps with digestion, especially for beans. Start with 1 tablespoon in the pot. With the beans, you can always add more later. While the beans simmer, I prepare the rest. Peel the garlic, chop the onion, dice the sausage, chop up some bacon. I have 4 slices here. And cube the pork tenderloin. I have about a pound. And pork tenderloin I'm using strategically here. It is very low in calories and very high in protein. And since sausage gives all the flavor to the beans, I just want to have extra protein at low cost, low calorie cost. That is why I'm using it. Keep an eye on the beans, add water if needed to keep them fully submerged. Once they continue cooking and expanding, they will be soaking up tons of water. Some beans cook fast, others take longer, so just check on them as they go. In a large skillet, start with the chopped bacon, let it render gently. Before it crisps, add the sausage. Let them cook together until they brown and the fat renders, about 15 minutes. Once browned, remove them from the pan. Look at all the flavor fat left behind. You can toss it out or you can saute the onions in them, and I'm gonna choose that option. Add the onions right in. They'll deglaze the pan, pulling up all those brown bits for extra flavor. Cook until the onions are soft and slightly caramelized. about 10 minutes. Then add the tomatoes. I like crushing them by hand for a chunkier texture. Season with salt and pepper and let that simmer down to concentrate the flavor. Once reduced, pour the tomato onion mix into the beans. By now, they should be softening nicely. Return the bacon and sausage to the hot pan to warm up again and release any extra fat. Then remove them once more. We're going to sear the pork in that flavorful fat. Get your pan hot. Add the pork and spread it evenly. Let it sit, don't stir. You want it to brown, not steam. Season with salt, pepper, and a little more marjoram. Once it's seared on one side, that's enough. It will finish cooking in the stew. Now everything comes together. Pork goes into the pot. Season with 1 tablespoon of marjoram. You can add more later. I know I will. Now we wait. Let it all simmer together until the beans are fully tender. Another 30 to 45 minutes or so. This is one of those dishes that gets better the next day. The beans release starch that thickens the stew beautifully. Day 1, it will be a bit soupier. Day 2, it's thick, rich, and even more delicious. That's why I love it for meal prep. Serve it with rice, mashed potatoes, or a big slice of rustic bread like I have it here, but honestly, it really doesn't need any extra sides. Perfect for meal prep, super satisfying, and packed with flavor. Give it a try and let me know what you think.